Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Saturday, September 2nd, 2023. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with WWE Smackdown broadcast live last night on Fox from the Giant Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania. John Cena made his return to WWE television in the opening segment of the show, addressing the live crowd before being confronted by Jimmy Uso. After an exchange that saw Jimmy try to superkick Cena, Jimmy instead took an attitude adjustment from the former 16-time world champion.
I've been wanting to say this to you for 3 years because I've only been thinking of one thing. The wrong Uso quit. Take that.
Uh-oh! Oh, look out! Cena! Hey! Attitude adjustment! And with that, John Cena is back!
Cena also announced during the segment that he would be the host of tonight's Payback Premium Live event. The main event of SmackDown had Solo Sikoa pinning AJ Styles thanks in part due to outside interference from Jimmy Uso. Uso also attacked Styles himself after the match to end the show. In another in-ring promo segment, The Miz and LA Knight verbally sparred until The Miz took a cheap shot and hit Knight with a skull-crushing finale.
Everybody's saying! Oh, Miz goes for a cheap shot!
Miz avoided the right hand of LA. To the throat, brilliant move, skull-crushing finale!
Will this be the scene tomorrow night at Payback?
You want to talk about future? That's your future.
Knight then jumped Miz on the entrance ramp and the two brawled to the back. In other results, Shotzi pinned Bayley after outside interference from Charlotte Flair, and Grayson Waller and Austin Theory beat Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio when Waller pinned Escobar. AEW presented Rampage last night on TNT, featuring matches taped last Wednesday at the Now Arena in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. The Dark Order duo of Alex Reynolds and John Silver won a 20-man tag team battle royal, with Silver last eliminating Trent Beretta of Best Friends. The victory puts the Dark Order in the spot of number one contender to the Ring of Honor World Tag Team title currently held by Adam Cole and AEW World Champion MJF. The two teams are scheduled to meet tomorrow at All Out. After the Battle Royal, Aussie Open, who had been participants in the match, fought with Chris Jericho, who was seated at ringside for commentary until Sammy Guevara came out to make the save.
Oh, wait, Fletcher and Davis! Fletcher and Davis, a 2-on-1 beatdown on Chris Jericho. And wait, Sammy Guevara!
He's got Floyd with him, too!
With the bat running off. Davis and Fletcher. Wow, very timely intervention there by Sammy Guevara. And remember, Guevara and Jericho said that they would be going after the AEW World Tag Team Championship. They have FTR in their sights, but it seems like they have another very, very formidable tag team to deal with.
I think Fletcher and Davis are just still very, very angry about what happened. And I don't blame them.
In other results, Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale beat Taya Valkyrie and Anna Jay. Adam Page defeated Brian Keith, and the duo of Io Del Vikingo and Nick Wayne upended the team of Gringo Loco and Kip Sabian. In more AEW news, NBA Hall of Famer Dennis Rodman is scheduled to appear on the All Out Go Home episode of Collision tonight at Chicago's United Center, according to an official company announcement yesterday. The United Center is home to the Chicago Bulls, with whom Rodman won 3 of his 5 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls in the late 1990s. That was the same period during which Rodman spent time in WCW as an occasional member of the NWO. What Rodman will be doing on tonight's show has not been announced yet. In independent news, Game Changer Wrestling returned to Chicago last night for their GCW Say You Will show held at the Grand Sports Arena in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. GCW World Champion Blake Christian made his 12th defense of the title, turning back the challenge of New Japan's Francesco Akira in 14 minutes and 15 seconds. In the main event, AAA Mega Champion El Hijo del Vikingo defeated GCW icon Nick Gage in a non-title bout. In other selected results from the show, Colt Cabana made his debut in GCW, teaming with Swoggle to defeat John Wayne Murdoch and Tony Deppen. Masha Slamovich and Rina Yamashita defeated Ciclope and Miedo Extremo. Jordan Oliver won a 6-way scramble match, and Joey Janela defeated former WCW wrestler Lash LaRue. The data site Cage match lists the Janela match as being LaRue's first since July 21st, 2006. And we close with a look at Japan. One day before Yuma Aoyagi defends the Triple Crown World title against Satoshi Kojima, the two met on Saturday during All Japan's 6-man tag team match main event at the Kazukoshi Park Gymnasium in Karuizawa, Nagano. Kojima teamed with Kento Miyahara and Yuma Anzai to down the trio of Aoyagi, Shuja Ishikawa, and Ren Abe after the New Japan veteran pinned Aoyagi after a lariat. Aoyagi and Kojima will meet Sunday inside the Aori Nagaoka. In the penultimate bout of the show, Suwama and Dan Tamura fought Jun and Rei Saito to a double countout. Both Suwama and Tamura's UN Tag Championship and the Saito Brothers G-Infinity Tag titles were on the line. Stardom's 5-star Grand Prix tournament rolled on today inside the Fukuyama Big Rose. In the Blue Star block, Azumi defeated Mina Shirakawa, Julia topped Momo Watanabe, and Utami Hayashida down Mariah May. The only Red Star block match saw Mayu Iwatani defeat Ami Sorhei. Natsuka Tora leads the Red Stars block with 12 points, while Julia leads the Blue block with 7. Also today in Nagata City, Sendai Girls Tag Team Champions Chihiro Hashimoto and Yu defeated Dash Chisako and Hiroyo Matsumoto to make their third defense of the title. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.